Well, hello everybody, this is Lance Hawkins, and it's that time again, time for another edition of Country Party Time. And we're going to be playing for you the very finest in country music for the next hour, digging out a lot of great records, some radio transcriptions, and just going to have barrels and barrels of fun. More fun than law allow, okay, as they used to say. Listen to this lineup. We got music from Stonewall Jackson. We've got Ernie Ashworth, Bill Anderson, a pseudo-live recording from him, Skeets McDonald with a little help from Donnie Young, Rusty and Doug, The Man in Black, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, a whole bunch more. So I'm going to quit talking and we're going to get into music right now. Here is the great Buck Owens, one of his first big hits from about the year of 1960, 1961. And this features the great steel guitar work of Ralph Mooney. Here's Buck with Under the Influence of Love.
Out to get me, but I just closed my eyes and let it be. Now she walks by me like she never met me. I didn't even make a memory, for I was under the influence of love. I wonder now what I was thinking of. Yes, I was so in love I let her hurt me, though I knew better. Under the influence of love. Done me. Why can't I get that woman off my mind? Although I know she never truly loved me, I wish she'd break my heart just one more time. For I was under the influence of love. I wonder now what I was thinking of. Yes, I was so in love I let her hurt me, though I knew better. Under the influence of love.
Could be a heart attack, just like a let's love again. I'd have to stand up and then reach up to touch bottom. That's how low down I feel now. We're apart. I don't know the names of my pains, but I've got them. Oh, I'm certain I'm hurting. It feels just like my heart. It could be a heart attack, but just like a heart attack. Oh, won't you please come back and forgive the fool I've been. Could be a heart attack, but just like a heart attack. Oh, won't you please come back and let's love again. I know I hurt you, oh, but I love you with every breath. I was jealous and too blind with love to see. Too late I found I tied you down, choked our love to death. Got a feeling that needs healing right in the heart of me. It could be a heart attack, but just like a heart attack. Oh, won't you please come back and forgive the fool I've been. Could be a heart attack, but just like a heart attack. Oh, won't you please come back and let's love again. Oh, won't you please come back and let's love again.
I knew I was hurt, 'cause my whole body felt this old heartbreak. And the pain for just an instant was entirely too much to take. But now it's all subsided and I'm resting peacefully. Let's have a few moments silence for the late and great me. My heart passed away when you passed out the door. You snatched away all reason that it was beating for. Now all my friends are dressed in black and they're standing reverently. Let's have a few moments silence for the late and great me. The only beating round my heart is the beating of a drum. That sounds my final tribute when the end at last has come. And when you write my epitaph, let the message simply read, let's have a few moments silence for the late and great me. My heart passed away when you passed out the door. You snatched away all reason that it was beating for. Now all my friends are dressed in black and they're standing reverently. Let's have a few moments silence for the late and great me.
These lines in my face, caused from worry, grow deeper as you walk out of sight. Mine is the face of a fighter, but my heart has just lost the fight. Round one, you told me you loved me, and I felt my heart falling there and then. The last round, you walked off and left me, and I guess my heart's losing again. Mine is the face of a fighter. I fought for your love with all my might. Mine is the face of a fighter, but my heart has just lost the fight. Yes, mine is the face of a fighter. I fought for your love with all my might. Mine is the face of a fighter, but my heart has just lost the fight.
Very, very beautiful song from Mr. Willie Nelson. That was a song that he had recorded as a demo for Pamper Music, which was the publishing company he worked for many years. That's a song called Face of a Fighter, and that was from an album of the same name on the Lone Star label. Great sounds of Mr. Willie Nelson. He sings good in the studio as he sings on a commercial recording as he does on a demo recording. Beautiful, beautiful song. I like that one. Willie Nelson, Face of a Fighter. Before that, we heard from Joe Poovey on Sims Records, a song called The Late and Great Me. Great sounds of Joe Poovey, a very underrated country artist. He recorded a lot and wrote a lot, and never really seemed to hit it big as a country singer, but did some great music nonetheless. Before that, we heard a man who did become really famous through a song called Easy Loving back about 1970 or 71, but that's one of the early recordings from Freddie Hart, kind of a different style, featured that sort of runaway organ. And on the Columbia Records, that's Freddie Hart and Heart Attack. And we started all off with Buck Owens singing California with Under the Influence of Love. Well, right now, speaking of artists that unfortunately never made it, we're going to hear from a guy by the name of Paul Wayne, who recorded for Starday. He also recorded for Stop and recorded for D. Great singer, and unfortunately didn't have any hits. But he's going to do a song that was also recorded by Dottie West on Starday. And this was Dottie's first record. But we're going to hear Paul's version of Angel on Paper right here on Country Party Time, exclusively on Thummin' Radio.
An angel on paper, that's all that's left for me. I sit here and look at your picture tonight. Oh, how my empty arms long to hold you tight. Your footsteps made you walk away out into the night. A star just fell, the moon just hid, my angel's out of sight. An angel on paper, that's all that's left for me. No more to see your loving face, you're just a memory. Why did I have to fall so hard? I knew it couldn't be. An angel's face on paper, that's all that's left for me. Don't come to stay. You took the thrill of living when you walked away. that's left for me. An angel on paper, that's all that's left for me. No more to see your loving face, you're just a memory. Why did I have to fall so hard? I knew it couldn't be. An angel's face on paper, that's all that's left for me.
One day the train was passing, I caught it coming by, to look this old world over under God's blue sky. My darling stood there weeping as I was looking back. I kissed my baby crying in the smoke along the track. Goodbye so long, until I come back home, you'll be my dream. Goodbye so long, there's lots of places that I've never seen. I'll always be a drifter, but I'll be drifting back to where I left you crying in the smoke along the track. I like to keep on going, it helps me when I'm blue. I get the urge to travel, that's all I want to do. I know I just can't settle down because I like to roam. And when I hear that whistle blow, I've gotta move along. Goodbye so long, there's something down the track keeps calling me. Goodbye so long, I guess that's just the way I'll always be. So when I get that feeling, don't try to hold me back. I'd only leave you crying in the smoke along the track. I know my baby loves me, I love my baby too, but she don't understand me when I'm feeling blue. And when I hear that whistle blow, I hurry home and pack, and leave my baby crying in the smoke along the track. Goodbye so long, I hate to leave you, but I've gotta go. Goodbye so long, it's coming now, just heard that whistle blow. It'll be here in a minute, you'll wave and I'll look back. I'm gonna leave you crying in the smoke along the track.
Meet another hunk of woman like my Ann. Oh, she makes me feel like a great big man. I'm gonna go tell her mother what I think about her. Say thank you, ma'am, for giving me your daughter Ann. She sure is stacked from her toes to the pretty little nape of her neck. She's stacked like a seed in a grape. She's smooth as a marble skin. When I see her, I believe I'm a real young guy, and every time I go to work, I think I might die if I can't hurry home again. If the good Lord worked all night a making me a female plan, I'd say no thank you, Lord, I'll just keep Ann. How could I ever look at any other woman when I got Ann? Oh, it feels so good when she holds my hand. I'm gonna go tell her daddy what I think about her. Say thank you, man, for giving me your daughter Ann. When I come home and I feel like I've been run over by a 10-ton truck, she can rub my shoulder and soothe my aches and pains. If I lose my job and I'm down to my silver dollar, and I'm feeling like a dried up gourd in the holler, she can cool my brow like a summer rain. If the good Lord worked all night a making me a female plan, I'd say no thank you, Lord, I'll just keep Ann. Oh, no thank you, Lord, I'll just keep Ann.
where in dreams I live with a memory beneath the stars all alone. It was there I found beside the Alamo enchantment strings as the blue up above the moonlit past that only she would know still heeds my broken song of love. Moon in all your splendor, know only my heart. Call back my rose, rose of San Antone. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my own. Oh, broken songs, empty words I know still live in my heart all alone. That moon that passed by the Alamo and rose my rose of San Antone. Moon in all your splendor, know only my heart. Call back my rose, rose of San Antone. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my own. Broken songs in the words I know still live in my heart all alone. That moon that passed, that only she would know, my rose of San Antone. My rose of San Antone.
Oh, yeah, that's Ferlin Husky and his version of the Bob Wills classic, San Antonio Rose. Great job from a man who got his start as a disc jockey out in Bakersfield, California, and he was going under the name of Terry Preston. And he had a little sidekick that he used to do, was named Simon Crumb. And he got signed to Four Star Records, and then later on Capitol. And when he was on Capitol, he started doing some novelty records under the name of Simon Crumb. And one of these days we'll have to bring in one of those old Simon Crumb records, because they're quite funny. They do stand the test of time. But that's Ferlin on an old Bob Wills tune, San Antonio Rose. Before that, we heard a gentleman by the name of Skip Gibbs, something on the Plantation label called Anne, a song written by Billy Ed Wheeler, the man who wrote Ode to the Little Brown Shack Out Back. And then before that, we heard Stonewall Jackson, one of his early recordings from his first album, actually, the dynamic Stonewall Jackson, Smoke Along the Track, a song that I've heard Dwight Yoakam perform many times. And we started all off with Paul Wayne and Angel on Paper. Well, we've got more great country music for you. We want to thank you all for listening to us. You folks are my friends. I love playing records for my friends when they come over to my house. And that's what we do each and every week right here at Country Party Time. And if there's something you'd like to hear, please let me know, and we'll try to get it on for you, okay? My email address is lance@thumminradio.com. And I'd love to hear from each and every one of you this week. And if you've written in the past, well, if you feel so inclined, write again, because I would love to hear from you. So the email address, again, is Lance@thumminradio. That's THUMBINRADIO at thumminradio.com. Okay? Alrighty, we'll try to get on whatever song you'd like to hear. Alrighty, here's a gentleman by the name of Fred Lewis, and he recorded for Chart Records. He also recorded for Great and for Peach, and a great singer. And Bill Carter was telling me a little bit about him, and he worked with him on some occasions. In fact, I believe they recorded a duet single together. I'll try to look for that and put that on a future show. But here's Fred Lewis right by himself, and this is a song called Arms of a Fool.
It feels so good to hold you in my arms again. The thrill is almost more than my heart can stand. My lips hands are trembling now as they touch yours. Welcome back to the arms of a fool. Welcome back to my world. Come on in and sit right down. I hope you can stay longer than your last time around. Tell me the same sweet lies I've heard before. Welcome back to the arms of a fool. A fool in love just don't know right from wrong, I say. If this fool you right, he say, move on, let me be. My heart is begging now, don't tell her go. Welcome back to the arms of a fool. Welcome back to my world. Come on in and sit right down. I hope you can stay longer than your last time around. Tell me the same sweet lies I've heard before. Welcome back to the arms of a fool. Welcome back to the arms of a fool.
Now moving this way is all 5'4" of that rarity in show business, the true overnight success.
You're exaggerating, Hal. It wasn't overnight at all.
Well, Linda, I thought...
It was 3 nights, 72 hours to be exact.
Well, some folks are just slow starters. Let's get the reasons for the long delay to your stardom after we hear a song.
How about Call Him Father?
Well, that's just what I was hoping you'd do. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Linda Martell.
There's a man at my house, he's so big and strong. He goes to work each day and he stays all day long. He comes home each night looking tired and beat. He sits down at the dinner table and has a bite to eat. Never frown, always a smile. When he says to me, how's my child? Say that I've been studying hard all day in school, trying very hard to understand the golden rule. I think I'll color him father. I think I'll color him love. I think I'll color him father. I think I'll color him love. Our real old man, he got killed in the war. Mom and 7 kids couldn't have gotten very far. She said she thought she could never love again. But then there he stood with that big wide grin. He married my mother, he took us in, and now we belong to the man with that big wide grin. I think I'll color him father. I think I'll color him love. I think I'll color him father.
That's Linda Martell, neighbors, and we're sure glad she could join us.
You know how Linda's recording of that tune got on the charts faster than you can say Jack Robinson.
Well, I've spoken like the man with a hit recording of Good Time Charlie.
Dale, why don't you sing that one for us?
Well, since you asked, and since we rehearsed it, and since I can't think of anything else better to do, I'm going to do it right now, boys. Charlie's, a little four-piece band swinging out of sight. And I'll be here if you want to party from 9 in the morning till 12 at night. 2 miles from town, cross the railroad track, turn right at the light and park in the back. You're always welcome, don't forget to drop in. Oh, good time, Charlie's, anytime you can. I hear tell that a troublemaker walked in one night but never came again. They said he left with an undertaker. Oh, Charlie done time 2 years in the pen. But the beat goes on, there's a hardwood floor and a sound of laughter running out the door. Wall of all women, plenty ice cold beer. Oh, yeah. Anything you're after, you'll find right here. 2 miles from town, cross the railroad track, turn right at the light and park in the back. You're always welcome, don't forget to drop in. Oh, good time, Charlie's, anytime you can. You're always welcome, don't forget to drop in. Oh, good time, Charlie's, anytime you can.
Yes, sir, that's Del Reeves warbling away. Now, if your name happens to be Charlie and you're looking for a good time, suppose you listen to this.
Linda, you ever heard anyone sneak into a commercial like that, Hal?
He's about as social as a hungry fox in a hen coop at high noon.
Fill my cup with love, or leave it empty. Greet me with a kiss, or with a tear. Give your love to me the way you want my love for you to be. And I love you as much as you love me. As much as you love me, this is my promise. For my heart can't give more love than it receives. Meet me in my dreams from now till never. And I love you as much as you love me. As much as you love me, this is my promise. For my heart can't give more love than it receives. Meet me in my dreams from now till never. And I love you as much as you love me. And I love you as much as you love me.
Well, that's Del and Sue Smart on a great song called As Much As You Love Me, and that's from their album, Del and Sue Smart Sing Country Favorites. And we're actually going to tell you what we heard at the very beginning and work our way down because of the radio transcription we played. We started off with Fred Lewis on Great Records and Arms of a Fool. Some great sounds of Fred Lewis, a former Southern California resident, and he recorded for a lot of different labels, and great singer, Fred Lewis, Arms of a Fool. And then after that, we heard from a radio transcription, a rare unissued transcription, a song from Linda Martell, which I'm sure you've heard on Thumb and Radio. That's from the from the album Color Me Country, I think is the title of it. But we heard a live version, or pseudo-live version, of Color Him Father by Linda Martell. And Linda Martell was the first black country female singer to appear on the Grand Ole Opry. And she had only that one album, and then she got out of the business. And apparently, from what I've read, she settled down, got married, and had some kids. And she enjoyed her time in the spotlight, but she doesn't miss it. It was fun, but she's happy and content being a wife and a grandmother now. But Linda Martell and Color Him Father, and then we segued into Del Reeves doing a pseudo-live version. And why I say pseudo-live, there was no audience. The audience you heard, the applause you heard, was from a recording. And they have this endless loop type recording because you hear this guy yelling in the back, "Fine, mighty fine, yeah." And so that was not in front of a studio audience. It was done just in a recording studio. And that was Del Reeves after Linda with Color Him Father. And we started all off with we ended with Del and Sue Smart and As Much As You Love Me. Alrighty, here's a gentleman that recorded a song called Talk Back Trembling Lips, and he had another record called The DJ Cried. This is another one of his fine records that he recorded for Hickory Records. This is Ernie Ashworth on a song called Addie's Heart.
My heart died inside of me the day you left. Got to stop my thinking of you, start thinking of myself. I know I'm gonna miss you, it's not hard to believe, but I've got to get control and get my heart at ease. Addie's heart, Addie's heart, she don't love us anymore. Addie's arms, Addie's arms, you won't hold her as before. Addie's lips, you kissed her your last time. Addie's heart, we got to get her off our mind. Got to get myself prepared, disappointments are in store. Got to make myself believe she don't love us anymore. Got to make my mind forget about the things that might happen. Got to get my heart at ease, then maybe we will love again. Addie's heart, Addie's heart, she don't love us anymore. Addie's arms, Addie's arms, you won't hold her as before. Addie's lips, you kissed her your last time. Addie's heart, we got to get her off our mind.
And here come our guests now. It's Bill Anderson and the Po' Boys with Jimmy Gately.
Say, is it true, Bill, you're going to sing something called Bright Lights in country music?
Well, why not? I figure that's a pretty fine song to do here at a hoedown.
But you didn't write it.
Well, Jimmy, not by myself. You helped me. I got to give you other guys a chance, you know. I mean, ain't you ever heard of the Sherman Antitrust Act?
You mean you wrote that too?
No, Jimmy, wait a minute. That's not a song. It's this law, see, about monopoly.
Monopoly? Well, I used to play that.
I think I better sing.
Say, why don't you sing a song called Bright Lights in country music?
I was going to, but you almost talked me out of it.
I love those bright lights and country music. I won't stay home and cry tonight like all the nights before. I just learned that I don't really need you anymore. I found a little
place downtown where guys like me can go, and they've got bright lights and country music. Bright lights and country music, a bottle and a glass. Soon I'll be forgetting that there ever was a past. And when everybody asks me what helped me forget so fast, I'll say bright lights and country music. Table by the bandstand, a bottle filled with wine. Honky-tonks were made for men with women on their mind. Nothing else can take away this loneliness of mine, quite like bright lights and country music. Bright lights and country music, a bottle and a glass. Soon I'll be forgetting that there ever was a past. And when everybody asks me what helped me forget so fast, I'll say bright lights and country music. 'Cause I love those bright lights and country music.
Well, I went out last Saturday night. When I came home, I was a heck of a sight. Crawling in on my hands and knees, my mean old woman looking down at me. I said, let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Rosie, red, red wine. Well, early next morning when I crawled out of bed, the first thing I grabbed was my big old head. Looking all around for my pants and shirt, walking real easy 'cause my feel bad hurts. I said, let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Rosie, red, red wine. Well, I told myself I wouldn't do it again, but when I'm with Rosie, every time I give in, every time she touches these lips of mine, I fall in love with the rosy red wine. I said, let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Rosie, red, red wine. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Rosie, red, red wine. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Let's blame it on Rosie. Rosie, red, red wine.
He'll let you live a little, love a little, then you wake up and he'll be gone. I know your old love's back in town and knocking on your door. One more time, this old heart is filled with pain, 'cause I know just like before, he'll lead you on. He'll make you cry a little, die a little. Then you wake up and he'll be gone.
Yeah, there he goes, Mr. Skeet McDonald, or Skeets McDonald, rather, or Skeeter, or whatever we're going to call him. That was from the song an album called Call Me Skeets. That is a song called He'll Let You Live a Little, and that's a song that featured the great harmony work of Donnie Young. As we all know, that is the original name for Johnny Paycheck. Great sounds. God, they sounded good together. It's too bad they didn't record more other than that one album, and I think one or two more recording sessions. But Skeets McDonald and Donnie Young, He'll Let You Live a Little. Then before that, we heard from Ray Sanders, and hey, let's blame it on Rosie. Okay, we got to blame it on somebody. Might as well get old Rosie, the Rosie Red wine. And so that's Ray Sanders, California country music's own Ray Sanders. Then before that, we heard another pseudo live performance. This one featured Bill Anderson and Jimmy Gately on one of my favorite songs by Bill Anderson, Bright Lights and Country Music. And we started it all off with Ernie Ashworth, the great country sounds of Ernie Ashworth, At Ease Heart, and some great sounds from him on Hickory Records. Alrighty, well, speaking of Hickory Records, let's continue on to Hickory Records and hear this one from Rusty and Doug Kershaw. Like this one, I hope you do too. It's called It's Too Late. You're listening to Country Party Time right here on Thummin' Radio.
Well, it's too late to be remembering all the love that we once knew. You're gone away 'cause I've been untrue. Now it's too late to forget about you. Well, it's too late to be remembering all the dreams that I won't come true. We built them up, but I tore them down. Now it's too late to forget about you. Well, I did you wrong, but I meant no harm. I never thought the day would come that I'd be left so all alone, wishing you would come back home. When it's too late to be remembering all the love that we once knew, you're gone away 'cause I've been untrue. Now it's too late to forget about you.
Every time I look at you, I fall in love all over again. Every time I think of you, it all begins all over again. One little dream at night and I can dream all day. It only takes a memory to thrill me. One little kiss from you and I just fly away. Pour me out your love until you fill me. I want to fall in love beginning from the start all over again. Show me how you stole away my heart all over again. dream all day. It only takes a memory to thrill me. One little kiss from you and I just fly away. Pour me out your love until you fill me. I want to fall in love beginning from the start, all over again. Show me how you stole away my heart, all over again, all over again.
Walk right out and leave you and the love that I have known. But my heart says no, you love him so, I've come to take you home. How can your soul find peace of mind in a glass of wine or gin, and forget the one who loves you so for a life so full of sin? I guess I'm doomed to wait each night at home all alone till you've had your wine and it's closing time, and then I'll take you home. Yes, I've come to take you home again the way I do each night. I'm living with a stranger whose arms once held me tight. I should walk right out and leave you in this tavern all alone, but my heart says no, you love him so, I've come to take you home.
Your eyes have lost their glow, your kiss has lost its fire, and I know your love's more habit than desire. You tell me how you need me when you're lonely. The thought of losing me tears you apart. When you need love, you think of just me only. But I'm sure it's more from habit than desire. You tell me how you lie awake and reminisce of when my kiss almost stopped your heart. But your eyes have lost their glow, your kiss has lost its fire, and I know your love's more habit than desire. Say when I'm away you live in emptiness, like nothing's left, the whole world's let you down. I wish I had the power to bring you happiness, but you've just grown used to having me around. It's just habit when you tell me that you love me. I've lost the key that opens up your heart, and your eyes have lost their glow. Your kiss has lost its fire, and I know your love's more habit than desire.
One of the true masters of country music, that is Carl Smith, a song that he recorded back about 1957, and a song called More Habit Than Desire. That's when I remember playing as a little boy on my little turntable. I was DJing back then. Not on the radio, but I still spun records way back then. So it's been in my blood for many years. Before that, we heard from Rosalie Maphis, this time in solo work without Joe helping her out, although he may have been playing in the band. But that's Rosalie Maphis, a solid honky-tonker on Starday Records, I've Come to Take You Home. And then before that, we heard Johnny Cash on his very first Sun record. His very first Columbia record, I'm sorry. After years with Sun, he switched over to Columbia because they promised him he could record a gospel album. And he did. But that was his first Columbia recording, Johnny Cash, all over again. And we started it all off with the great Cajun sounds of Rusty and Doug Kershaw. In fact, Rusty kind of did a little solo singing on that particular song. But something I've always liked for years. That's Rusty and Doug, and It's Too Late. And unfortunately, it's too late to play another record. So we're going to have to save what we have for next week. But we'll be back with more great country music on our next episode of Country Party Time. So we hope that you'll be tuning in to us right here on ThumminRadio.com. And in fact, listen to Thummin' Radio 24/7 for the very finest in country music, because you'll always hear the great stuff pop free, okay? Alrighty. My name is Lance Hawkins. Thank y'all for listening. I love each and every one of you. And if there's anything you would like to hear, please give me a little e-note on the internet, and the address is Lance at ThumminRadio, ThumbinRadio, one word, ThumminRadio.com, and we'll try to see if we can find that song for you, okay? So until we meet again, Lance Hawkins here. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great week.